And the Dobrenic channel is back, and today we are talking about the Three Gorges Dam. We're going to be talking about the CCP. We're going to be talking about these big dam that they're getting ready to put in, and basically they are getting ready to have a celebration. You may not know about this. On July 1st, they are going to have this big patriotic extravaganza to build the 100th anniversary of its founding. So, what are they going to be showing off? They're going to be showing off the Bahitan Dam, which is located on the Jinsha River on the south edge of the Tibetan Plateau. And the dam will start operations that day, just in case you didn't know. This is incredible because the Bahitan Dam, if you guys didn't know, each one of its generators can produce 1 gigawatt of hydro turbine power. So they have 16 of them. So this is the second ranked power station in the world, and it's also an arch dam, and it's the biggest arch dam ever built. And the Three Gorges, we all know that well, maybe you do, maybe you don't. The Three Gorges Dam produces 22.5 gigawatts. This one will produce 16 gigawatts. Not as much as the Three Gorges, but it's the second most in the entire world. Between the two, they will produce 38.5 gigawatts if it's running at full capacity. Now we do know, just like the Hoover Dam, every foot that's lost, it loses 6 megawatts of power. Now I'm sure it's the same way with this. Anytime the water level goes lower, it loses its power capability because the pressure is higher, therefore the turbines turn faster, it produces more power. The CCP basically holds a strong arm over these people in Asia, and we talked recently about the Yurlung Sigpo River that they're getting ready to throw that dam up as well, and it's going to be over 1,500 meters in the sky. That is the highest dam ever to be built, and the problem with it being so high is they're going to have concrete problems. You guys think about this. Anything that's up high, if you ever flown on a plane, you will know just as well as I do. You start getting up there in altitude, especially as high as that is, and then every time you get up in the altitude, the air temperature doesn't stay hot. So if it's hot in the desert, like 110, like in Vegas, you go up in the mountains, you see snow on the mountains, it's because it's cold up there. Anything up high in the air is not warm at all, and it's going to be a challenge for these Chinese officials to build this dam in this cold air like it is, because cold air, I don't know if you guys know this, but anything that freezes can cause cracks. So this could be deliberate. They could be putting this dam on the Yurlung Sigpo to possibly have a break, so it goes and breaks and kills a bunch of people in India. They wouldn't cry about it a bit. They probably wouldn't even take blame. And knowing the CCP, the only news you would hear about it is from India. You sure the heck wouldn't hear about it from China, because they don't talk about that kind of thing. Why would they? Just my opinion. And as a matter of fact, concrete is going to break and it crumbles at cold temperatures. So for them to think that they're going to build this so high up in the mountains with a window of maybe 3 months, they're just kidding themselves. This dam may never ever flourish, and if it does, the chances are it's just going to crumble into pieces because of such cold air. The CCP has also relocated over 22.9 million people for all these water projects, and these water projects are ridiculous. I mean, the CCP owns the most lakes and dam systems in the whole world. There's more than any other country combined, and it's just ridiculous. Now, this Yurlung Sigpo River is going to be at 1,500 meters, and that's crazy. And they're saying that this thing will be way bigger than the Three Gorges, as I stated before, 60 gigawatts. So they got 60 there, and then they got 38 between these other two, between the Three Gorges and the Bahitan Dam, and between that's 98 gigawatts of power that they're going to be using just for these. And you imagine the sediment coming off those mountains. I mean, you're going to cause a major problem, and this thing is going, I wonder how many people are going to die trying to make this thing. This is in a huge gorge, and we know how many people died at Hoover Dam building that project, and I don't know. It's just hard to say. I hope nobody perishes from this, but they will never state that. Now, let's go check out the water levels and see what's going on the water levels at the Three Gorges. As we roll over to the Three Gorges, the current water levels at 146.28. Now, you guys got to remember that this is the CCP's number, not ours. The outs are 11,600, and we have no inflows whatsoever. This was taken at 1700 hours on June 24th, 2021, and that's the latest there coming out of China, so they say. I don't necessarily believe it because I've been watching the forecast for weeks as I got new subscribers. I appreciate it, and if you haven't subscribed, speaking of, why don't you go ahead and do that? Hit that bell icon so you get notifications, and also share this on social media. I'd much appreciate it. We're going to start off at windy.com, and here we are. You got 0.4 the next 12 hours. You got 0.64, 1.47, and roughly a half inch in the next 12 hours. We go the next 24 hours. 7/10 of an inch, almost an inch. 1.58 down here. And then over here you got 1.86, and up here by Dazoo 1.53. So the next 24 hours is going to be a lot. We go the next 3 days, and this is where it starts getting concerning. 2.48. You were like, yeah, that's a lot of rain, but that ain't gonna touch that reservoir, especially if they ain't lying about the numbers. 4.5 inches, and down here at Honolulu 1.87. Look over here though, 12.14, and that's in 3 days. So they got a pretty good accurate forecast there. We're gonna go the next 5 and look at this. This thing really lights up. You're talking 6.4, and this is right on the Yangtze River. All this is going there. 6.37, 6.02, 4.69, and up here by Dazoo 4.72, and then you got a good solid 2 inches over here by Chengdu. Honolulu 4 inches. And let's go to the next 10. 5.87, and look at this biblical flood down here. 17.95. If this comes to pass just south of Yibin here, you got almost 20 inches of rain, and that is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. And you got 6.34 over here, 6.52, and the lightest spot's right up here by Wuxi, 1.22 inches. Now, will that come to pass? It's a long way out, and the models, they get it right sometimes, and sometimes they don't too, so it's hard to say. 5.75, I try to keep it stuck on this right here, but even at that, you're still talking 12 inches of rain, and this is all lit up fairly nicely. The river will bring these levels up quite a bit. How much? The 10 days, really crazy. So with that being said, that's really all I have for tonight. I appreciate everybody for stopping by and taking time out of their day to check this video out. Much appreciated. God bless you all, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.